Everyone, just wanted to take a minute to talk a little bit about similar figures and how to solve them using proportions. So, as you recall, similar figures, they have the same angles and their sides are in the same proportion. They have the same scale factor. All right. So, for example, what we could do here is we could line up the proportions and then using the means extremes property, solve, solve for missing sides. All right. So let's go about that. So it says that triangle LMN is similar to triangle OPR. And you could write this for any shape, by the way. It doesn't need to necessarily just be a triangle. So our goal is to find the measure of OP. Okay. So remember, the order does matter. So that would mean that LM and OP would need to be in the same ratio. And then that you would need that LN and RO, or OR, I should say, be in the same ratio. So I like to put the right-hand side on the top, personally. I like to kind of put this at the start in the denominator. It's kind of your choice. But anyway, so that would be 53 is to 16, right? So whatever, and the reason I like to do it this way is because essentially it asks me, the way, when I write it this way, it basically kind of looks like 16 times 53 over 16 gives me 53. I just kind of like it that way. It's a very left to right sort of method. But anyway, so again, I'm going to put the 11 in the denominator, and that corresponds to the x. So what we are going to do here, and let me just get my calculator out because I don't know what this number is off the top of my head. So when I multiply, that would be 16x is equal to 53 times 11, which is 583. Now I'm going to divide by 16, and it is 36 point, what am I rounding to? The 10th. 0.4. All right. And we got it, right? So you just need to make sure that things are in the same order. See, they put the 16 in the numerator. I put the 53 in the numerator. Doesn't matter. Same answer. Again, to your personal preference in which you like to put on top. Small is to big. I like biggest to small. So anyway, let's do another one to be certain. Oh, let me clear that. All right. So triangle CDE is similar to triangle FGH. All right, so let's CE is to FH, okay? So I like to put the 10 in the bottom and the X will be on the top. Now ED would be GH, right? And if I put the 10 in the denominator here, I need the 7 in the denominator here. You have to be consistent. So it doesn't matter if you put them in the numerator or in the denominator. It just matters that you are consistent with where you put them, right? We're still cross multiplying, so it shouldn't matter otherwise, but just be careful. So that's going to be 7x is equal to 240. All right. So 7x is equal to 240. If I divide that by 7, I get x is equal to 34.3. You round it. And that kind of makes sense, right? 7 went to 24, so 10 should go to about 34.3, right? Because what's 7 over 24? It's a little more than 3. And 10 times a little more than 3 is a bit more than 30. So that makes sense. All right. So that's pretty much everything we need to know about these. The other thing to remember is the angles are congruent. It's not asking about that, but the angles are congruent. Just remember that. All right. So that should be pretty quickly done. So let me know if you have any questions, and have a great day.